Come with me to the backdrop of this text. Paul here isn't just a preacher. He's a prisoner. In Acts 21, he's arrested in Jerusalem for preaching the gospel. In Acts 23 and 11, the Lord visits him and says, "Be of good cheer, Paul, for as thou hast testified of me in Jerusalem, so must thou bear witness also at Rome." So now Paul is under Roman guard on a ship bound for Rome. But on a journey, a storm hits. I'm talking about a raging, tossing, terrifying storm that had grown men crying and sailors throwing cargo overboard. Acts 27 tells us the storm lasted for 2 weeks. They didn't even see the sun. They didn't know where they were. They gave up hope. But Paul stood up and said in Acts 27, verse 22 through 24, "And now I exhort you to be of good cheer, for there shall be no loss of any man's life among you, but of the ship. For there stood by me this night the angel of God, whose I am and whom I serve, saying, Fear not, Paul, thou must be brought before Caesar. And lo, God hath given thee all them that sail with thee." I wish I had a Bible in there. Look at that. When God has spoken destiny over your life, no storm, I said no storm, can cancel it. Amen. Not the wind, not the waves, not the wreckage, and not the worry. But God has promised in the calm, he'll still perform in the chaos. I wish I had a witness in here. So you might lose the boat, but you won't lose the blessing. You might get wet, but you won't drown. The ship may break, but your purpose will still stay intact. If God said Rome, then baby, Rome it is. You see, our survival is not optional. It's ordained. And if you're still breathing, it's because your assignment ain't finished yet. Come on, somebody. So during the storm, the ship crashes. It shatters on a reef. And everybody grabs hold of planks, pieces of anything, and try their best to float to safety. And end up on this island called Melita, a name that means place of refuge. Today, that island, 18 miles long and 8 miles wide, is present-day Malta. And it lies 58 miles south of Sicily and about 180 miles northeast of the African coast. So after all that tossed by the storm, after being battered by the waves, clinging to broken pieces of the ship, they finally end up on the island of Melita.